Alright, here we are. This is the 9th mission in the Jauda's Discovery episode here. This one is called the Measure of Morality. And this is a two-parter, which I don't think they've done. I don't think I've played any of these before, which is pretty cool. Measure of Morality. A request for routine assistance from an ally turns into an unexpected trial. Part 1 of 2.
The long-range sensor arrays in the Trailer system went offline recently. Last thing I picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Trailus now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can.
You got it, 7 of 9. Let's go.
Until next time.
That was quick.
Thanks for coming. Been a while. You look well. Considering what I hear about your exploits, that's an impressive feat. Back to business. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason.
I can imagine.
So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials.
And the Borg?
Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details.
Very well. Stand by for transport.
With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly.
Let's get her dead. I am flying a new ship here. Probably shouldn't do that for a video. I don't know how good the ship is. It might make this video painful if I can't kill the enemies quickly enough.
Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Davo table. Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
Shields up. Brace for impact.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Not the crap.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties.
Well, where the heck are we?
Scanning. This is unexpected.
Care to enlighten us?
According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalbia system.
Excalbia? I seem to recall a few space legends about this place.
Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test.
That's weird. I don't like the look of this. Is it possible we're here for the same reasons?
Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want.
Lots of atmospheric interference on Excalibia. Excalbia. We can't establish comms.
I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
Agreed. Helm, take us into standard orbit.
We are receiving your signal. On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome.
Forgive me, sir. I wasn't expecting to speak with Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. Some time ago, I met and fought beside one of your own, Captain James Kirk. Under the circumstances, we felt seeing a familiar face would make this meeting go a little smoother.
I see. Why are we here, Mr. President?
That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalbia. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there?
We accept your gracious invitation, Mr. President. We'll beam down at once. Oh, man. How cool would it be if they got William Shatner to do a voice in this? I don't get an away team? Huh.
Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Awesome.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's
Putting it mildly.
pretty smart. That's pretty smart. Wow. That is a great way to bring her into the timeline of Star Trek Online. Wow, very impressive.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions.
I'm listening.
In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil.
Why have you chosen violence as a means to evaluate the concepts?
We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge.
And if I refuse to participate in this trial?
Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle.
Fight or evil wins by default. That's not much of a choice.
The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
Well, it is the truth, though. The only thing for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Very well, let's get this over with.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too.
Indeed. Recommendations?
For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Good point. Anything you'd like to add, Commander?
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery.
The Discovery. Crossfield class. Served with distinction. Reported missing in action.
Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here.
Indeed. Welcome to 2411, Commander.
Over 150 years. Fascinating. Right. I'll catch up later. Assuming we get through this trial in one piece. To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers, but I know as much as you do. Going through this trial will give us the chance to conduct some tests of our own, learn more about them and the situation here.
Agreed. Let's not keep the omnipotent beings waiting then.
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality, but his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many Excalbians who would embrace virtues before vices.
It's good to have allies.
Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records, but they will not be identical recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Please accompany me.
I like how they have the Burnham from before she went to the future, because when she's in the future, she acts very differently.
Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
I'm ready. Let's get her done.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fire from several locations in the area.
This is Brea 3. I've been here before, during this battle, in fact.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
Ready weapons and move out. It's like a holodeck thing. Darn it, I don't remember this. I think it's Iconians?
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the uniforms on these Vulcans.
They aren't Vulcans. They're Romulans.
Romulans? You're serious? Those are Romulans. This is a lot to take in.
Romulans are an offshoot of Vulcans, who left after the time of awakening.
The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
Agreed.
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. Their list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
In this case, it's Riemann partisans. Examining body.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weaponry. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Sounds like Iconian weaponry.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
That is an unpleasant thought.
Some kind of constructs. They're using anti-proton weapons.
Heralds. Not a good sign.
Nice. Those are cool guns.
Those were Iconians?
Not quite. They were heralds, harbingers of things to come.
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, things are worse than expected.
True dat.
There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it.
Let's take it out and move onward. get it on.
LCR and Herald's fighting Reman combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Remans, they're on our side. Good to know.
Kicked these guys' butts the last time I played this back.
You there! I would speak with you.
Hey! What's up, Obisek?
Your timing is fortuitous, my old friend. My resistance forces are closing in on Hakiv's laboratory, but he has opened an Iconian gate. The Iconians have sent their minions to aid Hakiv, but all is not lost. We can still stop them.
Yeah, we can. Let's do it.
The lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this, and Hakiv.
Obisek, do you know what's happening here with the Excalbians?
Excalbians? No, Iconians. Hakiv has brought them here. They're putting up quite a fight. I'll need all the help I can get to stop him. Will you help us?
Definitely. We'll help, and we'll stop Hakiv.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
Delaying tactics. Let's find and destroy the shield emitter quickly.
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Good point. Spread out. Signal the group if you spot the emitter. Ugh. Why are we splitting up? Why? Rooftops? How do I get to a rooftop? Ah, there it is. Good eye.
Excellent. Hakiv has holed up in the south like the cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then we can bring him to justice. At last.
At last.
You might be able to block transporters, Obisek, but I doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakiv will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first. Then you can talk about justice all you want.
Agreed. Let's shut that gate down. Oh, that's why. I'm wondering why I'm having a hard time here, and it's because I don't have my full crew. They only let me take one person. Did I get everybody? Guessing they go in here. Probably over to that force field over there. To the force field. Oh, it's
Ambush!
hidden.
Look out!
Wow. Pretty crazy. Well, apparently the stuff that I changed the other day on my outfit, my weapons, was not a good idea.
Obisek. So good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time. And now, with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Tal Shiar scum will stop me. Blood calls for blood.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon. And not in our favor.
Understood. You'll have the time you need, Commander. In the world.
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
Right, it's right there.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's...
Ariete!
Alright, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
That was dumb.
Obasek's in bad shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I need your help to save him.
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him?
Yeah, let's save up a second. That was the right decision. Alright, over a second. Get saved. Ooh, what's this guy he's waving at? Hey, Abe.
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnek. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
Well, let's see what he has to say about this. Honestly, I don't remember what happened when I first played this, so... I don't know. What the crap? I wonder if it's Borg. Ah. Alright, Yarnek. What kind of crap are you messing with this time?
At a critical moment, you move to save Obasek's life. Because of this, Hakiv escapes and convinces the Iconians to pursue a scorched earth assault on their enemies. Millions more die in the following war as a result. An intriguing choice, to be sure.
It was a hard choice, but I stand by my decision. Also, if with them pursuing a scorched earth approach, people are more likely to fight back rather than wait.
To callously leave an ally to die upon the battlefield is not the mark of a strong soul. Saving the life of a comrade in the fight against evil was a brave and noble act, one worthy of praise rather than scorn.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Very well, Rock Band.
Come this way for your next trial.
Right this way. These portals are really cool looking.
Any idea where we are? I haven't seen anything like this.
Ah. This is the Anorax, a Kretum vessel built for a temporal war.
Yes, some of this tech is very advanced, most likely from the future. Anorex was heavily modified after a scientist named Noy stole it from Kiana Station.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Damage control teams. The ship's been in a rough fight.
That worked.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. You might be able to find useful data here.
Croissant. Oh, sorry. Croissant.
The Sphere Builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is. What I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them. To me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me.
Dorks.
Krog becomes impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul vengeance shall have to wait.
Hopefully this shows that rock guy, that bad guys always turn on each other, and it doesn't work.
My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes hold in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over.
Ain't that the truth? Lita ain't no picnic. Ooh. I love these displays. Those are cool. Timeline and all that stuff.
The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratis. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children.
Petulant.
If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century.
Indeed. We're in the middle of the final battle of it in a temporal war.
And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this Temporal Liberation Front.
Agreed.
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
Good point, Commander. Let's move out.
There's a turbo lift down this way.
Wait, why isn't, that's a cool share. Why isn't, Lincoln helping me in this? He's just kind of like pocket. Goodies. Very nice.
This door here.
Okay.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Not gonna be life forms much longer. Heyo. Hello.
Nice try. But you're done here.
Hey, Lita. I suppose you just died, Jeff. Die, will you attack? It's taking so long.
You haven't seen the last of me!
Yeah, whatever. More like lame to.
I see him. Noise on the upper platform.
Let's go get him then. Ooh.
Waste time as you see fit, Truman. It will be for naught.
Just die? Holy cow. Tempted. More like dying. Loser. Yeah, all this loot is worthless. Crazy.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Ah, good. You're so altruistic. Wonderful. How many times have I killed these guys? Nice. It is very rare. Item. Cool.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another?
Wow, that's really funny. This thing back here looks like a mixer. It's time.
You. Apparently Daniels hasn't grown weary of plucking you out of time and sending you to vex me. How many times have I killed you now? 4? 5? Honestly, I've lost count. It doesn't matter. Before I kill you, again, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends forever, and you with it. Daniels won't be around to save you this time.
Stand down. Noe, your insanity ends here. Now.
I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious.
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past is an exercise in futility.
Yeah, those nanite clouds are fantastic. Like the owner, you run away like a pansy. I love it.
I will not be defeated. I control time itself.
No, you don't. You control nothing.
Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time. If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on more. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
I'm so close! I won't let you win!
Barf.
Core is ready. I will end you and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plans.
Hilarious.
No! I've come too far. This time I'll make sure you're never born. Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle.
No! Husband, please! You don't have to do this.
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Oh, snap.
Why? Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noi.
Before it consumed us all.
Hey, that was cool. That was crazy.
Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop her, time and time again. And so, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
Do you think that will end the conflict?
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
That's true.
The situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him.
That's true. The fight was over.
Maybe we can still do this the right way.
Go on.
This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
No. Tampering with history was what started this all. Let's destroy Interax and be done with it. Ah. Besides, she didn't have to kill him. That was her choice. I think that might have been the evil choice, though.
You have chosen wisely. I am pleasantly surprised.
What now, Founder?
I have much to discuss with the leaders of the Alliance. Steps must be taken to protect the timeline from criminals like Noi. For you, the war is over. Return to your ships. I suspect we shall meet again in due time.
Very well.
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends.
Ugh.
Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Let's return.
him a martyr for his cause, and the temporal war continues. Noy's followers go on to destroy the homeworlds of every Alliance member in antiquity. With no opposition, they become the dominant force throughout space and time.
That's nice.
The loss of Noy was tragic, to be certain. But the risk of losing countless more to temporal manipulation was too great. In his madness, Noy's pursuit of vengeance would have laid waste to many a world. Bringing an end to that insanity was a mercy.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision. Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
If you insist.
This way.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I don't recognize it either. Commander?
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them.
Very well. Let's figure this out quickly.
Science officer's log. ESA 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus. It appears to be abandoned. The planet's atmosphere is toxic to most life forms, but we were able to establish a safe work area and habitat. We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry. This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more. Science officer's log. Control found us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section 31 ships. What's left of her crashed, not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out and comes to collect its prize. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived, and they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late. For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always possibilities. Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible.
Understood.
Do you have a question?
Tell us about Control.
Control is a sophisticated artificial intelligence created by Section 31. It was originally designed as a threat assessment program, but it evolved into something terrible. If it collects the sphere data, Control will pursue a path that ultimately leads to a complete loss of life in the galaxy. We cannot let that happen.
Tell us about the sphere data.
The sphere was a life form. It was extremely old and collected a vast amount of invaluable data over the course of its life. It passed that information on to the crew of Discovery before it died. Control did everything it could to acquire the data, particularly the data on artificial intelligence. It wants that data to achieve sentience. If that happens, it's all over. Control will be unstoppable.
Well, let's make sure that that doesn't happen then.
We were so close to this. To failure. To death. We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console.
Okay.
So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next.
Okay.
Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field.
Okay. Now what?
We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents.
I expose you to the toxic atmosphere.
Yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
Very well. Good luck, Commander. This was a weird episode. But it worked.
Done all I can with these ancient phase discriminators.
We should have the power we need for this little stuff.
But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure.
Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4,
3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
Oh, that was quick.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminators. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Huh. I wonder when they...
Now we have 2 burn-ups. This will be interesting.
It will be interesting. I wonder when they wrote this episode. Compared to the show. Hello, Michael Burnham 2.0.
I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how Control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me.
Well, how can we help?
Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives.
Understood. Let's get to work. We should probably move. There he is.
How? The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle is pointless.
Yeah, they're like Borg. That's cool.
Control using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops.
Get over here.
If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it.
Okay.
Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good.
How do I do that?
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
But, yeah, I don't know how to do that. Oh.
Control's loose. We need to weaken it again.
It's weakened. Lead it to the platform.
Oh, where is he?
I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
Got it.
It worked! Do it again! It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. It's distracted. Give it another blast. Magnetize the floor again. Good. One more shock should finish it off. uniform! Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off! I did it! Now! Ah!
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites.
Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
What are our options?
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Under Burnham?
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake.
Why are we even having this conversation? Control won't let itself, the sphere data won't let itself be destroyed. That's the point. That's why they sent it to the future. Blow it up.
Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. That's a little more than a damn sting.
Get it right. Resistance is futile.
That was awesome. Nice. Okay, so what just happened?
She's dead. The sphere data is gone as well. Shock of removing it must have been too much for her. I just watched myself die.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites.
Along with some of your genetic material.
Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Agreed. We need to get through to them. This has gone on too far.
Rest easy. The trial of Esau 4 has come to an end.
Has it? Because there's a part 2.
My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place.
I think I've seen enough of Esau 5. Let's go.
Come along, my
4,
friends.
sorry. You got it. Get us out of here. I have a feeling that somehow that thing escaped. Which will be fun. We'll get a Picard versus Locutus a la Armada 1 situation going on.
How quickly you extinguished a wealth of knowledge. And to what end? Your decision to eliminate the data also claimed the life of the Red Angel. Control continues to exist, and the fate you sought to prevent will still come to pass.
In your trial, that simulation Yes.
Preventing Control from gaining access to the sphere data was a just and necessary action, despite the cost. While the entity continues to exist, it is vulnerable. Precious time was purchased this day. Time that, God willing, will allow brave souls to find a way to stop Control and bring an end to its inhuman march of destruction.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
I guess. I don't really know what the outcome is, but I'm guessing that that's it. So, okay.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
7, Commander Burnham, your thoughts?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnek and see what they think of all this.
True. Any insight on this trial or its possible results would be valuable.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
Let's take a break. That way I can pause the video and start the next one. Alright. Alright, that's it for this time. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy.
Looks like the Excalbians